Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with another Thankful for You video. And today I'm going to talk about my kids in general. And I don't just mean the ones that I gave birth to, but the ones that have been introduced to my life in different ways. And I'm going to use this sketch by Anne-Marie Bryan. It's my design team sketch for Scrapbooking the Day Away. And the link for that site will be below, but you can also find them on Facebook. And I'm going to document this picture of my daughter, her boyfriend, and their best friend, who is kind of like a kid to me too. So, and of course, he's holding Apollo. And I am going to use the 49 Market Ocean. I don't have a lot left for this collection except this little grouping of embellishments and some branding strips, and then I have the 6x8 papers, at least a handful of them. So I have my papers, my embellishments, my pictures in this awesome sketch. So let's see how this goes. So I wanted to use these because when I look at this sketch, I kind of could see 4 different corners. Like I've been using my mini paper pads for the Mad About Mini Paper Pads collection video once a month, where we're trying to use smaller paper pads. So when I saw this sketch, that's what it made me think of. And I thought, I need to find a paper pad I can use, or smaller papers I can use. So I picked 4 that were either 2 of them were exactly the same and the other 2 were different. And I just put them down. Can't terribly tell. I kind of give a little nod to where they connect in the middle on the bottom half. And I did turn the sketch sideways. Her sketch had the pictures going horizontal and my pictures are in portrait mode, and so, or vertical. So I wanted to just go ahead and get these documented. And so I was going to use one of these little, not a branding strip, but you can see them over there on the right, and they're from one of the laser die cuts. But it was covering so much of it up that all you can see is a little itty bit on the sides. So I decided I'd just use a branding strip instead. On her sketch, she has little banners sticking out next to the picture. So I went with the branding strip. I am going to give it that little extra piece that's above the picture. On the sketch, you're going to see that it's to the left of the picture. But of course, like I said, I turned my sketch so it's above. And I'm using this dark blue scrap paper that I have to put some darker color here. There's not a lot of dark color left in this collection. I've used everything else. Most of it was pretty light anyway, but some of the embellishments are darker, so I went with this darker blue, matted it on black, and then matte my pictures on black. And they're matted on a 4 1/4 across, but the length was longer, and I decided I'd just do a little tearing because Anne-Marie is the one who introduced me to tearing paper and reminded me that it was okay to do it. So I thought I would do some torn paper, and then I'm just going to start adding some embellishments. This one, there was like a very itty bitty gap between these two at the bottom. Really probably couldn't see it like on camera, and probably wouldn't notice it much if you're just flipping through my book, but I could see it, and I thought this little tie was the perfect way to take care of that. So you can kind of see it up at the top where they connect. I'm okay with that. I think the pictures are good enough to draw your eyes to the pictures because they are freaking cute. This is the first time that Ben got to meet AJ, and he just was straight up natural with him. He held him without any issues. A lot of times kids, even 20-year-olds and, well, even grown adults are really nervous with little bitties, especially when they can't hold their head up on their own. But he was just a straight up champ. Took AJ, sat down with him and held him. And when he got fussy, he just maneuvered him and like patted and stuff. It was superb. It was lovely. And it just made this mama's heart just bloom. These kiddos, my daughter mostly has brought kids into my life that are just like, extensions of my children. I've met people, my friends' kids, the kids at my school, the kids who have come down, like who needed extra love and attention when I was pretty much playing nurse at school all the time at my old school. There are so many kids that have become such a special part of my life that are not the ones that, I actually gave birth to. And so I just really appreciate the parents letting me, mother and nurture their kids, or, the ones who, I hate to say, don't mother and nurture their own kids and they search for somebody else to do it. And I gladly take that up because like for Ben, I adore him so much. And he's such a good kid. I call him a kid. He's in his 20s, y'all. But to me, he's a kid. But I just appreciate the fact that I am able to nurture and love on these kiddos, and that they just seem to be such a good, special part of my life, and I love that. So I am putting down some embellishments all around, and then in the sketch, she has some journaling down here. So for me, it's going to be the bottom left. With the sketch the right way, it's the bottom right. And so I'm going to add some journaling down there. I used this little doily that came with the collection. I think it was a full one, and I cut it, or I can't remember. That was what was left over. So I used quite a bit of some of the embellishments from this. I do still have quite a few left, and the frames. But I will find a way to get that stuff used up because it's blue. Blue is pretty, I feel like most shades of blue work with other, and like some shades of different colors don't really work well. Like a lot of reds don't work well together, but I feel like pretty much all blue colors really, work on the same, pages and things like that. So I feel like these butterflies and leaves and little sewing bits and stuff and the frames that I have will work really well with other layouts and collections that I have. So, but I did want to get quite a few things on here. And this little phrase at the bottom says, "You can make a difference." And that is absolutely true. Very fitting for my kiddos. And I'm just grateful that they are in my life. I do some journaling down here with a gold Moonlight pen. And because I use the gold Moonlight pen, I brought in this gold Crafter Square title that says "Hello Life." Like I said, this is the first time Ben is meeting AJ, so that was kind of fitting. And put that on here. And that is it. I really do love the simplicity of this layout. I love how it turned out. And I adore all the kiddos in my life, and I am super grateful for them. So here is Anne Marie's sketch again. I love how she makes them look like you can make them as simple or as intricate as you want them to be. And I adore that she has given me this place on her design team to express my creativity and share it. So anyway, I hope that you will go check out the website. It is, like I said, listed below in my description box. I also hope that you will come back and see me again very soon. And I would love it if you'd give me a thumbs up if you like this video and or my layout. And I hope that you all have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping!